I am on my way to Cleveland now to see the first show of the new Broadway Cleveland series for 2019-2020, the Donna Summer musical. I'm going into this one very, very fresh and unbiased, meaning that I know absolutely nothing about it. Other than that, it is, as the name states, about Donna Summer. It's a bio-musical, essentially using her songs to tell her life story and how she came to be. I've noticed that these bio-musicals, they kind of seem to really be the fad right now, meaning that they're being produced and created. It seems like one or two every year, because you have this one, you have the Cher show that recently played Broadway, and you've got On Your Feet, the Gloria Estefan story, which I saw, and you've got, if I remember from reading the message boards correctly, within another year or so, we're supposed to have two more bio-musicals. We're supposed to have Tina, the Tina Turner musical, and we're also supposed to have a bio-musical about Michael Jackson. So it seems like these type of shows are being produced at a rapid rate, and I enjoyed, the only other real genuine bio-musical that I saw was On Your Feet, which was about Gloria Estefan, and I enjoyed that. I really did. But it seems that producers aren't taking a chance on new material anymore. It's unfortunate. It seems to be about what is about the quickest way that we can make a dollar. So instead of, let's develop a new piece of work, they are taking a performer's catalog of songs that they know already have a built-in audience and setting a story to that. And I think it's unfortunate because new and innovative new work is not finding a place in mainstream theater, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I think it's a business, and it's about what is going to make the most money the most quickly. But you know what, as I said, I haven't seen this show yet. I could end up absolutely loving it and having a great time, which for me is what I think, what most people anyway go to the theater for. So we'll see. Final thoughts on the Donna Summer musical. I thought it was a great night out at the theater. I was entertained. I had a good time. And, as I said in my introduction, I think it's nice to go see a piece of theater or a film that engages us on a mental level, on a personal level. But I truly think, at least for me, at the end of the day, we want to be entertained, and we want to escape our escape whatever's going on in our lives for a spell. And that show really did this for me. The cast, I thought, did very, very well, especially the three principals who played Donna Summer. I think if you're going to play a legend, it's important that that performer has a certain stage presence and quality about them, and I thought the three actresses who portrayed Donna Summer at various points of her life really had that. The show itself runs about an hour and 45 minutes, which is relatively really short for a musical, which traditionally, Broadway musicals tend to run anywhere between 2.5 to 3 hours, sometimes more. But with this one, I felt an hour and a half without an intermission as it was presented was just enough time. I think if they would have added more songs, it would have gotten a little bit redundant. The pace that this show moved was very, very well, and the timing was great. It was a lot of songs. They did cram a lot of her song catalog into that hour and 45 minutes, but to me, they were well placed, and the transitions from one moment to the next moment really flowed very, very well. Donna Summer, she's known as the Queen of Disco, and I loved how the set really reflected that, the bright colors, the lights. It really brought who she was. The sets really made a comment. The sets and the lighting really made a comment on who this character was, and I don't think I've ever seen that in a musical where the design elements work together so very, very well. It definitely made me interested in who Donna Summer was as a person as well as a performer. She and it's mentioned in the musical, she came under fire at a point in her career for some remarks that she made about the LGBT community, and it got me thinking about a performer's legacy, an artist's legacy, and what makes a legacy. Is it the art that they created, whether it be a painting, a song, a play, a piece of music? Is it the art they created that is their legacy, or is it their personal life that is their legacy, or is it a combination of both, or should it be one or the other? And I think that that's really topical right now with certain musicians who are no longer with us. Their personal lives are being examined, but should their personal lives matter when it comes to the body of work that they left? And that this show really got me thinking about that, because so many people, when we find an artist who we admire or whose work we look up to or aspire to, we not only fall in love, so to speak, with the artist, but we also create a version of who we think they are up in our head. And then when we receive a piece of information that contradicts the image of who that artist might be that we created them to be in our head, it really shatters an illusion, and it can be hard for some people to realize that someone they looked up to, not just on a professional level, but also on the personal level, might not be who they envision them to be.